Hey guys, sorry for it being dark in here. But anyways, I was listening to Frank Hot Blue and shout out to him. He made me aware that 21, I think it was 21 or 22 people were shot. Four were killed, and it happened in Birmingham, Alabama. And the reason why I'm bringing this to y'all is because it's weird because he made a good statement that they are staging these shootings. A lot of these shootings are being staged, and also people are being sacrificed, being killed. People that don't ain't awake in this arena won't know what I'm talking about. They'll just be kind of lost in the sauce. But basically the powers that be, like the Freemasons and Illuminati, and like when you sell your soul to the devil, it's kind of like it's kind of goes into that too. And then also it's a higher agenda too, with lawmakers, the powers that be that's ruling and running this world. So it can be both. But in this situation, I agree with Frank High Blue. It has something to do with like the lawmakers trying to get people's guns so they can't defend themselves. Because in the news they were like, yeah, we got to get all the guns, a certain type of gun. But their whole agenda is to get all guns off the streets, then leaving the American citizens not able to protect themselves, which most people gonna be smart, and they gonna exercise the law and make sure that they keep their weapon on them legally. So they ain't gonna be able to get everybody. But that is the agenda, to remove guns off the street. So then they put out there that 22 people were shot or whatever in 5 points south of Birmingham, Alabama. I think it was Magnolia Street or Drive or something like that. Then four people were killed. So the reaction, and I'm not trying to say like to the families that lost those four loved ones, like it didn't happen, like, but I do agree with Frank Hot Blue. These shootings be staged. When I say stage, it's not saying that it actually didn't take place. I'm not saying that it didn't take place. I'm saying it took place, and then it's all for an agenda. Meaning that people, random people, regular people didn't go out there and do that. The powers that be hired those people to shoot 22 people and then kill four. So it will cause a riot, and then so they can push out their agenda with collecting people's guns. Because for a long time now, for years, back in 2020, they were trying to get it in place to start putting the law in place to start compensating people's guns. But that shit ain't gonna work. Everybody ain't gonna be giving up their guns, so they ain't gonna be able to get away with that, because people gonna defend themselves. But that's the agenda, that's the goal, and it does make perfect sense. And Frank Hot Blue helped me to kind of see it in another way. But also, he was also mentioning that we're living in the last days, literally, and people are just doing craziness. The powers that be are getting desperate because they know that the Most High is, on his way to ending this world. And they're doing everything they power to try to create this one world order and trying to compensate people's guns. And when you listen to the Birmingham police officer, he was like, yeah, we need to see, that goes to tell you that we need to compensate a certain particular gun. And I'm like, okay, bam, there you go. That's the agenda. That's the agenda. So the powers that be staged it, caused it to happen in real life for their agenda to compensate the guns. See how people killing each other? See, we need to take the guns off the streets so they can control the masses, and then where the masses can't protect themselves no longer, and they surrender to the powers that be that they got in law enforcement and National Guard and military. Because the next thing they finna have in the damn streets is the military and National Guard. It ain't gonna be just the basic local police law enforcement and police officers. But anyways, that's enough of that, guys. And I already know people, and my condolences goes out to those 4 families that lost their loved one. So anyways, all right, talk to y'all later. Shalom.